Hey, good morning, everybody. So today's a big day. I'm currently headed up to Buckeye, where I'm going to sign some documents so that I can finally own my own home. They did actually send me some electronic documents to sign. It was quite a bit of them. I think it was like 42 pages or something like that. So I am kind of hoping that once I get there, there's a lot less paperwork to sign. I did bring some instruments to take a look at the electrical. I did see other people were saying that when you do your final walkthrough, to make sure that you check the outlets, flush the toilets, things like that. So what I did was just went on Amazon, picked up these little devices that you can use. Electricians use these as well, and then it just checks to make sure that there's power to that outlet. And then there's also another one that you can purchase that will allow you to check to see that the outlet is actually working, and then it's also grounded as well, which is obviously very important, especially when you're doing things like GFCI outlets that are usually near places where there's running water, so like your bathrooms and in your kitchen. It's going to take me an hour to get there, so we'll catch up in a little bit. All right, so signing is done. It was actually super fast. The home that I actually purchased was from a company called Pulte. They build homes all over the US. And yeah, super quick. I was in and out in like 15 minutes. And the other cool thing is that they did send the documents to me electronically. But I guess you also have to sign again as a hard copy. So again, it was super quick. Very, very simple. So now the next step after this, after we're done signing, is we're actually going to do a walkthrough of my home, and then they're going to show me how some of the features in the house work. I'm assuming they give you some tips and tricks, and then from there I'm also going to have the ability to kind of go through and check for any deficiencies in the home, like any dents in the doors, walls are scraped or anything like that. And based off of my walkthrough that I did yesterday, there's definitely some things that need to be addressed. So I don't do that for a little bit longer now. It's going to be 11 o'clock, and I don't do that until 1:30. So I got some time to kill. So I'm just going to head over that direction right now, and then I guess basically just wait and hang out, really. Yeah, catch up in a bit. So we're going to be doing the house tour a little bit early. I was able to actually get into the house before the field manager got here, and he's actually going to give me a walkthrough. There is still a lot more stuff that they have to take care of, as you can see. I'll see if he'll actually let me record, so we can kind of just do like a walkthrough together, and we'll kind of try and condense this into a small video. But essentially this would be a final walkthrough tour for Pulte. Unfortunately, this probably isn't going to be the best video for them. As you can see, there's still plenty of deficiencies, but yeah, we'll do a walkthrough with you. All right, so we just got done through the walkthrough with Pulte. Took probably about a couple of hours to go through everything. All this stuff is mostly cosmetic. Today's Thursday. They have until Tuesday to get everything set and ready to go. We'll see if that's the case. I suspect we're going to have, we'll find some additional things, which Pulte does plan for. Our field manager said that he would actually catch up with us in a couple of weeks to, do like a final walkthrough, just in case we miss some stuff during the initial inspection. But very much looking forward to moving out here. Definitely looking forward to hurrying up and getting the drive across country done. So I'm gonna head back to the hotel. It's pretty freaking hot out today. Even the birds are panting, and it's right now it's 118 degrees. So I'm ready for Arizona. We'll catch up in a little bit. Otherwise, this might be the last my last update for the Pulte walkthrough. We'll catch up maybe. It's moving day today, buddy. Moving to Arizona. What do you think about that, huh? Ready to move? Of course you are. So this view right here from our 32nd floor apartment in Chicago, I mean, it had a super great view. As you can see across there, that is the Merchandise Mart. Just a awesome view. Definitely going to miss that view while living in Arizona, but I think in Arizona we're going to have a great view as well of the White Tank Mountain Range. Hey, what is up everybody? Thought I would make a quick video. So I'm driving to Arizona from Illinois. I'm almost to Flagstaff, so I'm almost to my new home. I did get some news that more than likely the home's not going to be ready on Tuesday, which I kind of expected. But also at the same time, you know, Arizona is welcoming me with, you know, some real shit right here, which is that there are some forest fires around Flagstaff. So I'm going to flip you guys around. As you can see the haze in there? That's all forest fires around Flagstaff. So the plan is for us to actually stay in Flagstaff and then head out in the morning. But there's like a ready, set, go status that Flagstaff has, where, you know, if they think things are going to get bad and order an evacuation, you're ready, then you're set, and then ultimately the go status, which means there's an evacuation. Not quite sure if that's going to happen with Flagstaff. My thoughts myself are we charge up the Tesla in Flagstaff and then we just head out immediately while the roads are still open. There is a possibility that they might close I-17, which goes from Flagstaff all the way down to Phoenix, goes south. So I don't know. We'll see. We're gonna play things out once we get to Flagstaff. I'm almost there. I'm probably about 10 minutes away, and then we'll see how things go. Catch up in a bit. All right. So we wised up and we decided not to stay in Flagstaff. We're actually gonna head out and you know, we're gonna jump on I-17. Hopefully they don't close it. But yeah, we're definitely not gonna stay in Flagstaff. You just never know what could go wrong out here. So we're just gonna play it safe and head out to Phoenix. At least we can get there a little bit earlier than we had planned anyway. Catch up in a bit. Hey, good morning everybody. So today it's the next day and I'm actually headed over to the house. Today's our move-in day. We don't have the keys yet. We don't get those until later on this afternoon. But I'm gonna bring the moving truck over here. We're gonna start hopefully, you know, unloading some stuff. I do have some deliveries that are being made today. There's still a ton of construction going on in the neighborhood. It's yeah, it's a pretty busy neighborhood right now at the moment. I also have my utilities being turned on today, at least gas anyway. And yeah, pretty excited. Looks like I see the glass company here. Looks like they're probably going to be installing the shower today. But I'll figure out where I can park, and then yeah, we'll get started. All right, so far it's been pretty busy this morning. All the tradesmen that are taking care of the last final touches are all here, going in and out. I just saw Lowe's drive by. They're going to be installing my appliances, but I think they may have just missed my my house. Yeah, things are getting dialed in though. The inside's looking a lot better. Last time I was here there was a bunch of patchwork. They are still doing a little bit of patching, but I thought for sure when I walked in there was going to be patches all over the wall, but for the most part they've all been touched up, painted, and there's a few spots here and there that need to be touched up still, but it definitely looks better than last time I was here. They did actually tear out the frame to the master bathroom doorway, but they did actually install the glass, which is nice. At the moment everything is actually drying. They got a brace in there to keep the glass from falling over. The cleaning crew should be here, I don't know, in a few minutes. I think he said it was going to be noon when they were going to come by. So right now basically the house has a nice little coating of dust, so all that needs to get cleaned up. The quartz marble countertop has to be buffed as well. So when they actually install that, it actually comes with a plastic piece on it so it doesn't get scratched. And then once they take that plastic piece off, sometimes it'll leave an adhesive on there, and you can actually feel it when you rub your hands over it. So they're actually going to buff that out. we have the RO system at the moment being installed, and then at the same time the installer actually walked me through our soft water system, which I've never had a soft water system before. So just getting some tips on that. Has to be serviced every couple of years, which I didn't think about that. I did think about the hot water heater over here. That has to be serviced normally if you have like hard water and you don't do a soft water system, it has to be serviced at least once a year. But because we did a soft water system, that maintenance can be cut down to about every 3 years. So this is the soft water system, and then right down there is where the salt is. I do have to put another bag in there soon, just to make sure that we have soft water. Arizona does actually have hard water, as you can imagine. It is the desert, so there's a lot of hard minerals in the water. I did also get my raised deck flooring. One thing I didn't think about is because the house is going to be settling, also the concrete is going to be settling. We do have a post-tension foundation, which means we shouldn't see too many cracks in the floor. But one thing I didn't think about is that I probably shouldn't put on my garage flooring yet. But I'll flip so you can take a look and see what it looks like. I actually went with raised deck. I know a lot of people do that switch track system, which my only concern with it was with switch tracks, all the stuff would fall on the floor underneath your concrete. So like, let's say you spilled something and you wanted to clean it up, you'd have to pop one of the tiles out, clean it up, and then pop the tile back in. To me, that just seems like a bunch of work. So I actually just went with this raised deck flooring. It's a little bit cheaper than switch tracks, and you know, if stuff falls on here, you can always just quickly clean it up, mop it up if you need to. But I think this is going to look pretty good. I'll lay it out here. I think it's going to look good once everything is done. You know, the concrete, they did a great job of maintaining it, so it's going to look good either way. That's what I got going on so far. Alright, so the appliance guys from Lowe's are here. So this is the washer and dryer that I'm going to go with. They're both GE. This is actually the dryer. And then I also did a front loader washer as well. Front loaders, they do have an issue with mold in the front, like right around in the seal. This is a dryer. But they actually have like a microband technology that prevents that. So we'll see how it goes. I've heard some horror stories about front loaders, but we'll see how this one pans out. And then the fridge, this isn't actually the brand that I wanted. This is actually a Whirlpool. We were actually looking to do a GE as well, but I've heard Whirlpools are just as reliable. These guys are actually going to get started doing the install in a little bit, and then yeah, we'll go from there. Things are slowly getting dialed in. What are you doing? Well, looks like he's enjoying himself. What do you think, buddy? Here, buddy.